everyone! So I can't believe it's the end of July already. It seems crazy, although it doesn't at the same time, because when you're pregnant, every day just seems like it goes on forever. Well, every week, really. Just seems like it goes on forever. And then you get to the end of your pregnancy and you're like, how the hell did I get here? Like, this does not seem long enough. But anyway, most of these are beauty favorites, just because I haven't updated you guys on my beauty favorites in a while. I wanted to let you guys know some of the latest products I've been loving. I don't know where to start, really. I have some makeup, some skincare, some extra, so let's just dig right in. So the first product that I have to show you is the Revlon PhotoReady BB Cream. Just so you guys can kind of see what it looks like there. And this I got in the shade Light, so it's one shade down from the lightest. So this is just a beautiful cream with amazing texture to it, very thick. So because that product is so thick and creamy, I've been wearing it a lot lately, because most days I just don't feel like doing the full foundation routine. So on days that I want to get even more fancy, I got some updates going on. Temptalia's posting new posts. Anyway, on days that I want to do a somewhat full foundation routine, but not a full coverage one, this is definitely what I go to. If you guys know, I used to use the Stila Sheer Color tinted moisturizer, but you know, I wanted a less expensive option, and really this is an amazing, a very similar product for a completely different price range. So that's awesome. This comes in at about $15 at Walmart, about $17 at Shoppers, whereas the Stila one was about $45. So definitely a good deal. So the next product I have for you guys is the e.l.f. Kabuki brush. Let's see if that'll focus. If not, it's just a big fluffy brush. It's amazing. So I recently ordered some stuff from e.l.f. and this was one of them. Just because everyone said, oh, if you're going to be using powder, this is like the best brush to use powder with. And of course, you guys know I'm still obsessed with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I don't even know how many of those powders I have bought. No idea. But I'm still obsessed with it, so you know, I'm going to be going through that a lot. But this just gives the most beautiful finish to it. If you need to blend anything out, like your contour or your blush, if you put too much heavy blush on, it's just amazing. And the bristles are so soft. It is just perfect. I can't believe this brush was $6. It's incredible. Next thing I have really isn't this specific color, but it's the e.l.f. Lip Balm with SPF. So these are the Studio Lip Balms. This one here is in the color Peach. I also have the color Pink, but I think my sister must have it or somewhere because it is nowhere to be found. But I'll just swatch this color for you guys. So this is just a beautiful, beautiful peach with a lot of pigmentation to it. Woo, lost focus. With a lot of pigmentation to it. Very, very shiny. These I find are amazing to just have in your bag. I haven't really liked like a full opaque lip for the summertime. I've been wearing a lot of glosses, a lot of stains, a lot of like tinted lip balms. So these I find are great. Plus the SPF, so it's amazing for summertime. I just love these. Plus they smell like so strongly of mint. So if you don't like mint, you mightn't like these as much. But for $3, I think this is a great purchase. Once again from e.l.f., that's kind of how it always goes. It's like, oh, well, it's only $2 or $3, and can you believe the product that you're getting for $2 to $3? Now I have hiccups. So the next product I have, which if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know what this is. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind Under Eye Brightener. Woo. So this is just amazing for the under eye. Throughout my whole pregnancy, there have been a lot of days where I don't want to put on a full face of makeup, or I don't even want to attempt to put on tons of makeup, but I always make sure that I have on this and some mascara, and somehow I look somewhat put together. So this is just an incredible light peachy shade for underneath the eyes. And what I absolutely love about this is that it just blends in, and you can it works great with full face of makeup looks and gives you that complete correction, but it also looks great just blended out on everyday makeup days. Like just if you're not wearing a lot of makeup, you're only wearing this underneath your eye or on your face or whatever, it looks great that way too. So that's what I really love about this. Plus it's only like $8 or $9 and it's been compared a lot to the Touche Éclat, sorry, I'm not French, I'm Newfie. If you're part of Canada, I'm a Newfoundlander, so I don't do French very well. So this has been recommended, like compared a lot to the Touche Éclat, or Touche Éclat, the MAC Prep and Prime highlighter, just a lot of high-end highlighters this has been compared to because of the opaqueness. So if you're thinking about trying one of those, definitely go to the drugstore and pick this up first because it's an amazing buy. Next thing I have is the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Mascara. Sorry, this is such a shiny package that you mightn't be able to read what's on it. And I have this one in the color Black Brown. I meant to get black, but I ended up picking up Black Brown. It really doesn't bother me that much. This is what the wand looks like, if you haven't seen it. It's really awesome. So I find that just really spreads out the lashes and really boosts up that outer corner, kind of what this little divot is for. I find that this just boosts up the outer corner so much. Now the black brown I wouldn't recommend getting, just because I like black mascara, but for more natural days, I love wearing this, and I definitely want to go pick this up in black. Just a warning though, when I first picked this up, I thought the formula and wand were horrible. I needed to give it about a week for it to actually start formulating to a way that I liked it. So if you pick this up and you don't like it first off, definitely wait a little while and then try it again before you make your final decision on it. The next thing I have is a nail polish. This is from OPI. And it just has the most beautiful duochrome. And this is Significant Other color, which is so pretty. I find it so awesome for the summer. Now I actually have this on my nails right now, if you guys are wondering. And it does take a few coats to get very opaque, but that's kind of what I like about it. It has a really nice duochrome to it that if you put on 1 or 2 coats, it looks great, but if you put on 3 or 4 coats, then it looks opaque and also looks great. So there's just different variations within the same color. I absolutely love this. It's been such a favorite over the summertime. Next thing I have is the Nivea Aqua Effect Gentle Foaming Cleanser for dry to sensitive skin. Now this stuff, oh my god, it has been so fantastic, and you guys know how strict I am about my skincare. I have been using the Clinique 3-step system since, I don't even know. You guys look back in my videos and tell me, because I've been using it since, I don't know, when I was in high school, and probably since the 8th or 9th grade. Like guys, this is like, I've probably been using this for at least the last 5 years. At least, probably more, since the 8th or 9th grade. So I don't know. I don't know how long I've been using the Clinique 3-step skincare system. I ran out a couple of weeks ago or whenever. I was walking around Walmart like right after I ran out, because I ran out to Walmart like in that morning, and I was like, oh, I really don't want to have to run all the way to Sears, which is on like the complete opposite side of town from me, and I was like, I have to wait for them to open because it was a Sunday, and I was like, oh, this is a lot of work. So I was already at Walmart, so I went into the skincare section. I said, hey, you know what? I can try it. If it doesn't work for my skin, well, I can get just a gentle foaming cleanser or a gentle cleanser of some sort. If it doesn't work for my skin, I can go back and pick up the Clinique one if I want to. But I've actually really, really come to like this. Actually, I might even like it more than my Clinique. Just because this one is also, I use the gentle or the mild version of the foaming, not the foaming, the cleanser from Clinique. So this is gentle as well, but I just find that this strips my skin so much less. I found that the Clinique one, yes, it was a very clean feeling and it wasn't harsh on my skin by any means, but I just found that sometimes, like if I didn't put on moisturizer immediately afterward, my skin did feel tight. And it wasn't a good feeling. This makes your skin feel so refreshed, so nice, and just still supple afterwards. And that's what I really like about it. God only knows what it's gonna do. Obviously, I can't really blame any breakouts I'm having on this. It has cleared up a few, but at the same time, I'm pregnant, going through a lot of hormonal stuff. I break out all the time. I haven't had a breakout since like 11th grade of high school, but then once I got pregnant, it was like, okay, there's stuff going on, we're gonna freak out. So This has been nice at keeping those at bay as much as it can, and it's also just been a nice refreshing cleanser at the same time, and I don't feel bad about washing my face 2 or 3 times a day with it, which is good. Next thing I have is a perfume. This is Something Sweet by Lise Watier, or Water, something. It looks like waiter to me. Once again, I'm not good with French, but it just has such a cute little bottle. I got this for Christmas like a year or 2 ago. I can't remember, but I haven't used it much because you guys, once again, if you watch me a lot, I've been using Chanel Chance Eau Tendre since probably like 10th or 11th grade of high school. So once again, one of those products that I've been using for a long time. And I just picked this up the other day, once again, because I ran out of my Chanel and I've been a very lazy and cheap pregnant lady. So I was like, okay, well, I have this perfume, why don't I try it out? It has the same, if you like Chanel Eau Tendre, like you like that light floral yet fruity scent, but still in a mature context, like there's light floral and fruity like Viva La Juicy, and then there's light floral and fruity like you can feel like you're an actual adult while wearing this perfume and not like a 12-year-old girl. And that's kind of what this reminds me of. It reminds me a lot of the Chanel Eau Tendre, and that's probably why it was bought for me as a gift. But it's a little bit more florally. It doesn't have that apple scent that the Chanel does, but at the same time, I quite like it. It has a little bit more musky as well, but I really like it. I think it's great. And actually, if you're looking into trying the Chanel and you don't really want to spend the money, because even the small bottle of the Chanel is like $95 here in Canada. This one here, I think this is the like bigger bottle. This is the 1.7 fluid ounce. I think this is the biggest bottle that they make of this. It's only $55. So at the same time, like if you want the same type of scent, but you don't want to pay a pretty penny for it, this might be a great option because it is a very similar scent. Last thing, it's kind of like a miscellaneous favorite, and I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but this is the Just Peachy tea from David's Tea. Now this, both me and my man Blaine have loved. It has been one of our favorites. We got this full and like it's been so poorly diminished. It's just so great, and it's great for morning because it's fruity, but it's great for nighttime because it's not overly fruity and it's kind of calming at the same time. We just have been really liking it. If you haven't tried it and you have just David's Tea near you, I would definitely go in and sniff it. It's a great one. And last favorite that I have, which isn't like a physical favorite, is the Vampire Diaries. I also love my cats. Hi, Witten. Yeah, that's Mom's lip gloss. So my cat's a favorite as well. He's my child. He's my firstborn, as everyone likes to joke. Yeah, it's okay. He needs to be bounced like this so he doesn't meow when he's sitting down. Okay, sometimes he still does. Okay, we'll put you on the floor. Sorry. The reason I had him up is because he like literally jumped on top of the camera, so I had to like pick him up. If you hear him freaking out over in the corner, it's because I just put him down and he doesn't like being put down. I swear, I don't know what I'm going to do when the baby comes because he's like my firstborn. Like he feels like he's my child. Anyway, the Vampire Diaries, back to that. It has just been one of mine and Lane's favorites. We watched an episode or two almost every night before we go to bed. It has been so funny like watching it again because he finds Stefan's reactions hilarious, and he finds it so fun to go around and imitate him. And then, of course, looking at the outfits from back then, he's like, would anyone really wear that? And I was like, honey, this wasn't that long ago. Like, I dressed like that. Like, because I think the Vampire Diaries started in like 2007, 2008, around there. So there was like mini skirts with leggings and like that kind of style. So yeah, it's a great show to watch, and it's very riveting. Like, it's an action show, but it also has that lovey-dovey element. So it's a great show for couples. So if you haven't watched it, they do have all 5 or 6 seasons, I'm not exactly sure, on Netflix, and that's Canadian Netflix as well. So it's definitely on American Netflix. So if you're wondering like what's a new show to watch on Netflix with your man, I would definitely suggest Vampire Diaries. It's one that's very, very popular, but it's also just a great show if you can make it through the first 4 or 5 episodes, because up until she finds out that he's a vampire, oh surprise, somebody's a vampire, Vampire Diaries, up until the point where she finds out he's a vampire, the show kind of drags on. But after that point, the show gets really, really good. So if you can make it through like the first 5 or 6 episodes, you are golden. So anyway, that is all of my favorites for this July. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Now, I do plan on doing my 27-week update, don't worry. I'm not sure if you guys, actually I wanted to ask you guys that. I don't know whether or not you guys would prefer weekly updates or bi-weekly updates or monthly updates for the pregnancy thing. I don't know how many people care. I know I love watching other people's, but I would just like to know what you guys would prefer seeing. Like, would you, because of course, there's only so many videos I can make in a week because of everything that's going on. So there's only so many videos I can do. So would you rather have a weekly pregnancy video if that means switching out some of the beauty videos, or like what would you guys prefer? So just leave me comments down below or on Twitter or wherever you find me. I'll do whatever you guys would prefer, whether that be weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, it's up to you. So I will see you guys in my next video, and I hope you guys had a great day.